I run a clothing brand, and this is every step I took to design, manufacture, and sell this small collection. If you want to make a living from being creative, I'll show you how I get fully custom clothing made, how I do marketing, which social media posts contributed to the most sales, how I package and ship a bunch of orders at once, and later, I'll show you how much money I made off this drop. It's December, and I want to drop a clothing collection by March. 3 months is barely enough time, but if things go smoothly, March might be possible. First, I start with design. I want to make a collection that would capture the main vibe of my brand. I've done heavily themed drops before, but this time I want to represent the bold, playful, and quirky vibe of my illustrations. I love this fish with legs I made, and I want to make it a reoccurring motif throughout my brand, like a reverse mermaid. And this cat was actually my very first t-shirt design that I made back in 2021. I've grown considerably since then, so I want to bring it back with my all-new t-shirt blank that I've developed over 2 years. I used to print on pre-made t-shirt blanks, but now I use a fully custom t-shirt where I could choose the fabric material, thickness, and exact sizing measurements. I do this because I want to make a boxy fitting, high quality t-shirt, and I couldn't find an existing blank that fits and feels exactly how I'd like it to. My t-shirt has a custom woven neck label and a wash and care label. It's more expensive for me to do it this way, but the amount of control I have over every detail is worth it for me and my customers. I do this for almost all the clothes that I create, which brings me to this hoodie. A perfect hoodie to me has wide roomy arms, a big hood, and a wide torso. So I made a custom hoodie with all those traits. This kind of document is called a tech pack, which is where I specify measurements, materials, print methods, design placements, and other small details. It's like an instruction manual for my manufacturer. And with these tech packs, I can order samples. A t-shirt sample costs around $50 each, and my hoodie sample costs me around $80. It usually takes around 1 week to make the samples and another week to ship it to me. Since my clothes are made overseas, shipping costs around $30 to $50. The samples are in. I was happy to see the cat t-shirt turn out perfect, but for the fish t-shirt, the colors came out a bit funky. So I got out a Pantone color book and changed the color of the eyes, the fish body, and the legs. As for the hoodie, it came out all wrong. The waist and cuffs were too wide, and I didn't like the design I made anymore, and I wanted to redo it. But time was running out. Chinese New Year is approaching, which is when the factory shut down for 3 weeks, which means I have to delay the drop to April. During that time, I scrambled to make a new design for the hoodie and came up with this frog. I made adjustments to the tech packs, and I was getting impatient, so I placed the bulk order without getting another sample made, hoping the next iteration of the hoodie would turn out fine. I definitely do not recommend placing a bulk order without seeing the sample first, but I was in a rush and I didn't want to delay my drop any further. I ordered a total of 230 shirts and 60 hoodies, and for all these clothes, with shipping, cost me over $7,000. Stick around because later in this video, I will go over the full cost and profit breakdown. While waiting for the clothes to arrive, I decided to make a sticker pack, but not just any sticker pack, a mystery sticker pack inspired by Pokemon. I made it fish themed, and each pack has 7 stickers out of 21 possible designs, and one of them is holographic. I placed an order for a bunch of stickers at a local fabrication studio, Maker's Hub. They got them done really quickly with professional quality. After multiple delays and refreshing my UPS tracking number daily, my bulk order of clothes finally arrived. But now here's the situation. I have 4 days until my studio has a pop-up, and 2 weeks from now I will be traveling. I really need to drop online, so the best day would be to launch on the 16th so I can pack most of my orders before I leave. Which means this week I have to prep my inventory, take photos of all my products, prepare for the pop-up, and if you saw my last video, this was the same week I decided to make 45 handmade wooden toys. This will be one of my busiest weeks. To prep my inventory, I need to count every item and input accurate inventory amounts into Shopify. And for extra packaging details, I used my label printer by Munbin to make custom designed 3x2 inch label stickers and stuck the matching designs to every t-shirt and hoodie package. More about this very useful printer later. Now for photos, I took white background pictures of the products flat on the ground using my backdrop. I call these flats, and I use them for product listings on my website. For my photo shoot, I thought of the easiest art direction I could pull off. and I call it aesthetic clutter. I just scattered a bunch of my toys, books, and junk into a corner of my studio and put the clothes at the center of it. I didn't have the time or budget to have proper models, so I threw on the clothes myself and had my studio mate take pictures of me in front of another makeshift corner. I took these shots to Photoshop and Lightroom and ended up with these. I think they turned out great considering how much I'm rushing things. Using these photos, I photoshopped together a magazine cover inspired promotional image. It's now the weekend and we're hosting a pop-up. Here I showcase my clothes for the first time on a small scale. I got to see people's first reactions to the new designs and the quality of the clothes. I even met some longtime OG fans of my work. Shout out Bo, who pulled up wearing the first edition of the cat t-shirt that I made in 2021. I sold a good amount that weekend and had plenty left over for the official launch online. It's 12 hours before launch and I sent out my early access password to my email subscribers. And on Wednesday, April 16th, I opened up my store and launched my new collection. The first 3 days is when I get the most orders. They're mostly from my existing customer base that already follow me and keep up with my updates. After that, all the new content that I put out about the drop hopefully gains some traction and attracts new customers. And I'm happy to say that it did. These were the most effective pieces of content that brought me sales. I made a video of me opening the sticker pack using Pokemon TCG Pocket pack opening sounds. It got 42,000 views on Instagram and 10K on YouTube Shorts. I posted a carousel of my photo shoot on TikTok that got 19,000 views. These kinds of posts typically get a good amount of sales for me. And the most effective piece of content that brought new customers was, believe it or not, my last YouTube video, when I briefly mentioned the drop for a few seconds in the middle of the video and at the end. You might be wondering how I know where each customer came from. I have a Shopify plugin where after my customers check out, there's a survey that asks them which social media they discovered OK Super Day. When my TikTok views went up, I got more people who answered TikTok. When my YouTube video views went up, I got a lot of people who answered YouTube. For me, I'm used to seeing people answer Instagram, but this time there's a big increase in TikTok and YouTube traffic. Marketing works. After a few days of launching, I began packing the orders. I made a temporary shipping station where I can quickly pack each order. A label printer is essential. And remember the Munbin printer I was using earlier for my packaging stickers? Well, they were kind enough to send me that printer to test out. This model is the Munbin RealWriter 402B. I specifically like this one because I was able to quickly switch from printing 3x2 packaging stickers to 4x6 shipping labels, especially because of this really useful stand. I keep the 3x2 labels on the roll and the 4x6 labels underneath. When it's time to switch, I just open it up and feed the new labels. And by the way, these types of printers don't use any ink, so there's no expensive ink refills required. It's Bluetooth too, so I can print my files from across the studio. Use the link in the description if you need a label printer for your business. I printed a fat stack of orders, made my own thank you cards, and gathered all my freebies. For the first 50 orders of each design, I include a collectible trading card, and they're numbered 1 through 50. With each shipping label, I printed a packing slip that lists what my customer ordered, and I insert their thank you card and the freebies. I arrange stacks of these organized by the package size. I take a label from the stack, read off what they ordered, gather those products, put them in the bag, seal it up, and stick on the label. This is my system for now, but maybe I'll make a more optimized and permanent shipping station another day. After 2 packing sessions, with some help, I have all these bags filled with orders ready to ship. This first batch of orders you see now is worth around $8,000 of revenue. We drove to a post office with a loading dock and dropped off the packages. And for the following weeks, as my social media posts grew, I got more orders while I was traveling. I posted this carousel on Instagram that got 17K views, and 70% of them being non-followers. And finally, what you all have been waiting for, how much money did I make? For production and overseas shipping, I spent $2,460 for hoodies and $4,620 for t-shirts. For all the sticker packs, it costs $550, and for packaging, which includes shipping materials, mailers, stickers, and cards, cost $250. And for clothing samples, it costs $200. In total, my expenses for this drop was around $8,080. And the revenue I made in 1 month, which includes the in-person pop-up, early access, and online launch from April 11th to May 11th, I made $13,460. which means after 1 month of launch, I made around $5,380 in profit. The hoodies and stickers are now sold out, but I still have a healthy amount of t-shirts left. Here are my key takeaways. Start earlier. I want to start designing 6 to 8 months in advance to allow enough time for sampling and cheaper shipping. Since I was rushing, I paid to ship overseas by air, which is much more expensive than shipping by sea, which takes longer. Selling out early isn't a good thing for small brands. I've come to learn that if I run out of product, I stop making money. Ideally, I should always have things available. I was scared of buying more than 60 hoodies because it was expensive for me and I was unsure if it was going to sell well. But I've sold hoodies before and I should have known that I could have sold more over time. And a note about tariffs. With the new changing tariff rates, there's a lot of uncertainty of what's going to happen, so I'm going to make more handmade goods for now. Stay tuned. I've got about 1 million projects planned, so subscribe so you don't miss them.